today's episode, you guys, we're going to be talking about... Hello and welcome back to another episode of Let's Talk About It podcast. On today's episode, we are going to be talking about interviews. I'm going to be giving you guys some advice that I would recommend if you are going on a job interview anytime soon. So that's what we're going to be talking about. On this podcast, a lot of people like to ask me, like, what is my podcast about? I don't even know. I'm never prepared for this question. I'm like, what is my podcast? My podcast is about relatable topics, interviews, vlogs, and, my life journey, my growth as a person, me trying to become better mentally, spiritually, and just in general as a person, just trying to become a better person. I already feel like I'm a pretty good person, but I just want to be better inside also, like my mental and stuff like that. Anywho, so if it is your first time here, that is what I talk about a lot on this podcast. I talk about a lot of different things, like a plethora. That's what people like to say, right? That means like you have like a whole bunch of options. I talk about a lot of different things, and I just talk about what I want to talk about. Y'all, off topic, y'all get y'all some dollar store beauty supply lip gloss. All right, the lip gloss in the tube. If y'all going to an interview, you want your lips to look good, right? A lip liner with this lip gloss, with these two lip gloss, always look good. So ladies, men, don't get this. Well, men, if you like to wear lip gloss or lip oil, get it, but it just looks so good. It's just clean, simple. It's my favorite thing to use. Shout out to the two lip glosses. Let's get into the podcast episode. So, interview advice. What should you be wearing on your interview? Women, I'm going to start with women because I'm a woman, and I'll just tell y'all what I like to go for on an interview. I like to wear a button-down shirt. If I have a button-down shirt with some slacks, with some like pumps. I feel like that's my go-to outfit. You don't want to wear anything that's too revealing, that's going to be showing any cleavage. You don't want to be showing all the skin on the legs and the arms. You don't want to be showing too much. You don't want to be doing too much. You want to just look clean, businessy, business casual attire. Make sure your hair is brushed. Make sure your hair look good. I'm not a makeup type of person, but I'm going to put on a little bit of makeup just to make my eyes like pop. Put on some lip gloss, put on some mascara, earrings, accessorize a little bit. You want to look good, okay? Like, you want these people to look at you and be like, wow, I can see this person looking professional in my office. You don't want to show up looking in a small skirt or like a tank top with some cleavage and looking like you out enjoying your day off of at work. You don't want to go very casual. Please just make sure you cover up. Men. Make sure you have a haircut, okay? Don't be going without no haircut. Make sure y'all do something to your hair. Do something to your beard. Make sure you all cleaned up, looking groomed up, all right? Wear a button-down shirt, a suit if you got one, a shirt with some buttons. I feel like the same thing, men and women. The go-to should just at least be some type of long sleeve button-down shirt with some slacks. Like, you just literally cannot go wrong. If we're being realistic here, in today's age, job interviews are more relaxed, I guess. You could definitely put on a suit though. Like, do that. Women, you can wear a dress, but make sure your dress is very modest, okay? Like, not doing too much, all right? You can wear a dress, like a business suit, like the skirt suit things, like those are cute. You could always do one of those. Just make sure you look businessy, at least, all right? Don't wear if you're gonna wear jeans, make sure they're dark colored jeans, maybe even black jeans, and make sure they're not faded. No, like sneakers, like wear dress shoes. Also, make sure your socks match. All right, it's the small things. Appearance is big. You want to make sure you look the part. All right. Moving on, that ties with the confidence. Yo, like the mindset, you have to be in the mindset that this is your job. Walk into there like you are about to start working there. Like this is your job. You can't be going in there like, oh, fingers crossed, I hope I get this job. No, you got the job. Go in the mindset that you got this job. I'm telling you it works. I'm telling you, almost literally, I was just telling one of my friends, 98, like literally 98% of the jobs that I wanted, I got. Okay, I have not, like, it's like a few times I got turned away from jobs, and I know why. It's probably because like I went from trying to like sell cars to go work at the grocery store, and they'd be like no, like they don't want me. They're gonna think I'm not gonna make enough money. They know I truly don't want to be there. But look, go with the mindset. You have to be confident and believe in yourself and know that you are going to get the job. And I'm telling you, it works. Being confident, they love that. They eat that up. Everybody loves. I'm pretty sure anybody who's doing an interview would love a very confident person. You're gonna stand out. They don't want somebody that's gonna be, doubting themselves. Like, you have to believe in yourself and be confident in yourself if you're going on a job interview. So keep that in mind, okay? Let me look at my little list. Okay, yeah. All right, cool. I'm on track. So, things to remember. So, some things that you have to remember. Me, for example, I just wrote down things, for example, that I need to remember. When you look at me, I got this piercings in my face and stuff like that. So if you're somebody who has like facial piercings, I could not say that just now. If you have facial piercings like this, I'll usually just tuck mine in. I just put it in. Like, I'm not doing all that right now because it's not necessary. Or then I'll probably change out my nose ring to like a stud instead, just to make myself like settle down a little bit. Like, this is so extra. Like, people always tell me like this is so extra, but like, I don't know, I like it. Let me know in the comments. So, like, is this so extra? Is this so extra? And if y'all are listening on like Spotify or something like that, you're gonna have to go to YouTube and take a look, or go to my Instagram. And this is a great time to shout out my Instagram at LTAI_podcast_. So if you're not following me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram. I will be back on November 8th. And that is 2 days before my mom's birthday. Shout out to my mom. Happy early birthday. I love you. So, if you have tattoos, you might want to cover those up. If you have like neck tattoos or something like that, you might just, just cover it up a little bit, like with your shirt or something. But it's really okay. Like, people really don't be tripping that hard over tattoos anymore. Another thing you want to remember is to be direct, be firm when you are there. Whenever you get there, be like, that ties into the confidence. Be firm. All right, just remember to be firm. Like, don't be stuttering, don't be whispering, like, don't be like old me. All right. And a very, very big thing that people don't actually think about: check your social media accounts, you guys. Make sure your social media accounts are nice and clean and like presentable, especially if you're looking for a profession that is going to have you dealing with the public. Like, make sure your social media accounts are clean and you don't have anything crazy that's going to make you look unprofessional. Like, trust me, I'm all for being yourself, but not all things are for the world to see. Like, some things are better just keep to yourself. So check your social media accounts and make sure y'all don't got nothing crazy on there that's making y'all look bad. All right, just do it. It's not that hard. Moving on to my next topic: important things to mention. You guys, a lot of times whenever we're getting a new job, we're so excited and we get lost in the sauce and we not thinking like, yo, like, we got stuff that we be having going on before you get a new job, and like you're like, oh my gosh, like I need to take these days off, I forgot I had a vacation. Prior engagements, that's what I'm trying to get to. Prior engagements, make sure y'all think about y'all's prior engagements before y'all go on your job interview. No, not on your job interview, but like when you first get your job. Like, these are things that you should be thinking about because you got the job, right? So you should be thinking about that on your job interview. Like, I should be preparing myself to let these people know, like, hey, like I have this coming up, I have a wedding I have to be in, I have a niece or nephew that's got to be born soon, and I have family vacation that Ben had planned, is paid for. Like, y'all just remember to mention those things because that is something a lot of times people will forget to remember. All right, take y'all notes. That was another thing that was on there. Take notes. Like, it is really okay, like, to take notes and write down questions. Like, if you have questions that you think you would like to ask your new employer because you got the job, right? So write them down, because you know how they say, do you have any questions? Write them down. Have some questions prepared. Like, I'm pretty sure they will eat that up. Like, they're gonna like that. They will eat that up. Write your questions down. Write your prior engagements down. Another thing I wanted to talk about, this one is specifically only for parents though. Your child's school schedule is a big thing, because that is something, you know how they say, like, what's your availability? When are you able to start? And when is your availability? Like, that is the time that you are supposed to let them people know, like, hey, I need to get my kid out of school at this time. My kid has this break for like Thanksgiving and like whatever else, like, you let them know that you are the prime. This is for like you, if this is like for people like me, I guess, for parents and parents who are responsible, like the sole parent, the parent who is responsible for picking their kid up from school or dropping their kid off to school, like that parent, like, and that's for 2-parent households also, because whatever. But look, it's very important to mention that to them, because you never want it to come to a time where they're like, dang, this person always gotta leave early. Like, let them know that in advance. And that's a lot of like an issue that I was running into, and I would let the people know, like, I would let them know, like, hey, like, I have a kid in school, but like I never thought to say, like, oh my gosh, I have to leave a little bit earlier. Like, even if I leave at the time I'm supposed to leave, like they have me normally scheduled to leave, I'm gonna be late, and my kid is just gonna be at school late every single day. Like, that's unrealistic. So just be real about it. All right. What else did I put? And the days you like off, like, don't be afraid to let them know, like, if there's a certain day that works for you to be off, like, just be real about it. I'm telling y'all, like, the most realest thing about being real is being real, and they appreciate being real, because it's like, like, almost said the N-word, but it's like, yo, like, I was real with you from the jump. I told you these things, they're aware of it, and most people, like, I'm telling you, you have no idea how many employers were willing to work with me just because I was honest enough in the jump to say, like, hey, this is the best option for me. I really want to be here, and I can get a lot of work done in the time period, regardless if I leave early. Like, I'm willing to sacrifice. Like, this is what I used to do, like, in my old jobs. Like, I'd sacrifice a shorter lunch for leaving early. So, like, instead of having an hour lunch, or I'll have like a 15-minute lunch or a 30-minute lunch, and leave like 30 minutes early, and it works. It's still getting the same amount of work done. Just eat at work, bring my lunch to work. It works. So just try to compromise, and be willing to, and I'm sure they will appreciate it, because I'm speaking off experience. What else? Most importantly, y'all, the most important advice I can give is, like, be yourself. Like, that is so organic to say and cliche to say, but like, it's true. Be yourself. I scored a lot of jobs that way, just being myself, being the person I am, being goofy. Like, a lot of people, like, really love the fact that I'm able to be myself. I am very shy at first, but like once I start talking and get to know people, like I just really just break out of my shell and just be, and you should always be like that because like we are all people and we're equal. Nobody's greater than you. You should not be feeling and like letting other people make you feel small and make you feel nervous. I always have to tell myself that. I talk with my hands a lot, y'all, my bad. But I always have to tell myself that because I have social anxiety or used to have social anxiety. I'm working on getting out of that and I'm doing a lot better. Like I feel myself breaking out of it. I can just talk to people. I have my moments, of course, but I talk to people now. So I done moved on from that. And another very important thing that I wanted to share about interviews is that you do not want to overshare any information. Try not to get personal. Just be honest, but don't be sharing like all your personal information because a lot of things are better left unsaid. They don't have to know like your whole life story. They just need to know the key important points that they need to know, and they will only know as much as you let them know. So don't overshare. Don't be telling them like your car broke down or you don't have enough gas money or you need new tires, like your old job fired you because you was taking too many breaks because your feet was hurting and you need to sit down because you have like back pain. Like don't be saying all that extra stuff. Like just be direct, answer the question. I can't talk. Answer the questions that they ask you in a very direct form, and that's it. Be yourself, okay? Just applying for a job. You're gonna get it. As long as you be confident. Take these advice and tips that I've given you, okay? So I hope I winked good. I don't even know. But I'm getting really sleepy. I took some medicine because as y'all can see, I kept clearing my throat. I'm exhausted. Medicine is kicking in. I'm sleepy. I want to go to bed. I have work tomorrow and the next day and the next day and the next day. And I really appreciate you guys listening to this episode. If you enjoyed this episode, please like my video. And if you guys have any questions, need any advice, feel free to send me a DM, comment on this video, send me an email, or whatever. I don't know. There's a lot of ways to connect. Just press the link in the description. Thank you guys again for listening. Y'all, most importantly, be blessed and don't forget to smile. Until next time. Bye.